Hello everybody, I'm Hannah from Coffee&Creme and welcome to my bullet journal video. I just thought I'd do a quick introduction on here before we got started and showed you all my bullet journal. I also want to quickly mention we do have a giveaway going on at the moment. If you want to find out how you can enter to win the Morphe 35R palette, then click the link in the description below to find out all the details. Hello everybody, so slightly different video angle today. Today I'm going to be doing a video on bullet journaling. I thought I'd give you a quick overview, my bullet journal, show you how I use it, how things have changed over the past couple of months. I have been using it, and yeah, I just thought I'd give a quick overview on bullet journaling for those who are new to it. I've had a couple of friends who watched my first video on planning and absolutely loved it and hadn't even heard of bullet journaling, so I thought, well, this video is for you guys to help and to give inspiration possibly, or if you're just nosy and you want to have a look into my life, that's fine too. First of all, this is my bullet journal. I got it for about £5.40 off Amazon. It's a soft back, it's got the dotted pages, and I don't know what the brand is, but it says bullet journal on the spine. These are great and they have come in so many different covers off Amazon for people who want to try bullet journaling but don't want to get an expensive hardbound leather cover just yet. These are great because they're so cheap. So that's that. I'll just show you what pens I use first. I'll go over the tools that I use to bullet journal. These are the basic pens that I use. So first of all, oops, you've got the Staedtler, well that one's just gonna go, that's fine. Got the Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liner, which I just use for writing like my lists and everything in there. I've got the Tombow, I forgot what this pen's actually called, I think it's just called the Tombow calligraphy pen, which looks like, this is a really weird angle for me to get used to, it looks like that. And this is for what I do my dates, titles, and bolder lines with. And I've got these two pens here, oh my goodness, this is so weird, which are the Stabilo or Stabilio, I don't even know, Power, and they're like just two felt colours. This grey one I use for shading my doodles, and this I use a like feature colour each month, which you will see when we get into the bullet journal. And then I also have a mechanical pencil with a eraser on the end, and this is the Non-Stop HB pencil by Paper Chase. I just really like writing and drawing with a mechanical pencil just because they're just very accurate and they've got a really fine tip. And that's the pens I carry around with me on a daily basis to work in this bad boy. I also have a A5 pouch here that I got from Poundland filled with stickers. I did show you these in the previous video. I'll just quickly show you again. So these are just cute little stickers that I use. I bought these when I was initially working in my Erin Condren planner, and now I still use them in this planner, just not as frequent. I actually prefer to draw more, and I'm trying to learn how to draw a little bit better, improve my drawing technique and such. So without further ado, let's get into the bullet journal. So on the first page here is my title page. I've got my name. I've got the month it was started, so I only started it in August, you know, I haven't been using it that long. I've got this symbol here, which is the element symbol for the element of air, which my star sign falls into. And underneath here is the symbol, well, it's a Roman numeral for 2, but it's also the symbol for Gemini, which is my star sign, in a weird little picture frame. I don't know why I do that, don't ask. And then I have a treble clef here because I absolutely adore music. And here we have our first mistake. Now, I had to get over this very quickly. You're gonna make mistakes because, you know, unless you've got erasable everything, they're gonna happen. But the thing is, you've got to realise that that's what makes it yours, that's what makes it quirky. You know, there's gonna be mistakes. And as soon as you let go of everything being perfect, your planning life, your drawing life will become so much easier, because you won't be panicking all the time. So here we just have the index. It's in the traditional bullet journals, this is the first page as well, and it basically, yeah, it's just write what is on what page, so you know if you need to get to something quickly, that's where it is. You also number the pages. I number mine in the corner, just again, so it makes it easier when you know, trying to find where things are. I've got another page for the index here, which obviously is blank because I haven't filled this up yet. And then on this page is the key, and this is what makes bullet journaling is the key. Now, you know, you can follow the one that they supply to you, which is on the website and on the YouTube, I believe, but I wanted to make my own, so I'm just gonna zoom in a bit more, just so I can really show you. So this is my little title, and it's just on this little banner that I drew. I drew it with a ruler, with pencil, and then I went over it with, I think, a colourful pencil. I quickly ditched my ruler. I now draw everything freehand because it's just so much quicker. I mean, the idea of this bullet journal as well is that it's quick for me. So here we go, we've got a little square here, which means that this is a task. When the task is in progress, I put half a line through it, and when it's complete, I do the other line, so that X means it's complete. If it's got a little arrow coming out of the box pointing away from it, it means I've rescheduled the task for a different day. If I've got a line through it, it means it was cancelled completely. Now, down here, this little circle means it's an event. A little line means I'm just writing a note to remind myself of something. A little asterisk means it's a priority. And an exclamation point means it's urgent. These two symbols I don't really use much anymore, but when I started my bullet journal initially, that was what I was using. A little play button represents a YouTube video because obviously, as you can probably tell, you know, I use this for my YouTube channel as well. An upwards triangle means it's an appointment, so like a doctor's appointment or something, but again, I don't think I've used that anymore either. I think that doesn't work for me anymore. And a little star means a milestone or a memory, which again, I've only used that a couple of times, but as you're using your journal, you'll find things quickly become really useful, in which case you carry on with it, or they're not useful at all. And that's why these journals are so great, because on one page you can do one spread, and then if you find that doesn't work for you, you can just do another spread on, you know, just something completely different. Zoom out again now. So this double spread here is my yearly log. I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't feel the need to. So this has little calendars, and it's just got the things I definitely know are happening this year, just so I can see it all spread out. But instead of it being 12 months, I've only done it for 6 months, because I have a feeling my planner's gonna be full up by then, or if it isn't, I'll just do the next 6 months in another calendar. So this is just a 6-month spread from August of this year to January next year, just so I can see all my things. And I just drew these little colourful boxes, little calendars, and put the dates in there. So this is where we start getting into the collection. People call this the collection because it's just anything random that you want to put in there that isn't your monthly or daily log or yearly log. It's just a collection of things. I quickly, as I said, you know, I change all the time, but I've added various pages of my collection throughout my monthly log as well, just because you can't think of everything in one go. And the thing is, you get halfway through the next month and you're like, oh my god, this should have been in my collection. Well, then just put it in anywhere, so it doesn't really matter to me. So this page here is my YouTube goal tracker. So I'm gonna color in one of these every time we reach one of our subscriber milestones. So we've just reached our 100 one, so I've colored that in. I accidentally colored in the play button, like the actual button on the first one, so I thought, for God's sake, I've got to color them all in. Now, I've just got little like flag banner things that I drew, and then I did the original YouTube logo in my messy, you know, handwriting, and then goal tracker, and then they since changed that, so I was like, yeah, thanks YouTube, and just wrote that in my planner. On this page I did video ideas, so I try and think of different ideas to do for titles each time, and then little check boxes to see when I've done the videos, and I can put half a stroke when I've just like filmed it or edited it, and then a full stroke when it's actually up on the channel, and that carries on this page as well. This page is TV shows that I want to finish watching. So I drew this TV, and you know, please don't judge me on my artwork. I'm learning every day, and I was never naturally gifted at art in school. It's only since leaving school I've had the confidence to actually start trying to draw. So I've coloured in American Horror Story Coven here because I recently just finished that. So all of these are shows that I want to finish and watch. Just gonna keep shifting around here. This is a wish list of things I want to buy. And what happened here, this is my next mistake, so if you zoom in you can see this white square here. TV shows from the TV on the previous page bled through, and I learned quickly that colouring in with felts is not going to work. So I put a piece of like plain sticker paper over there to try and cover it up, and yeah, as I said, mistakes are going to happen all the time. So this is just a wish list of things that I want to buy in the future, and then I'll just tick them off when they're done. And this is where we come to our first monthly spread. So every month I'm going to do a title page similar to this one, and every month has a feature colour. So August I chose this peach colour, so that was a feature colour for every single day of August. So I did this, I found this illustration on Google Images and I copied it for myself. I'm not sure who the original artist is, so I'm so sorry, but I drew this myself. I just sort of looked at it and copied it by eye. I find it easier to draw when I copy things because then there's a point of reference. So it just says Hello August. It's got some nice flowers and things, and then there's a really couple of messy circles. And I also did a border with the same colour. So it's just simple. I just want this bullet journal to be as simple as possible. I don't want it to be too over the top. So this here is my monthly log, my monthly spread. I wanted to keep my monthly just to 2 pages, as little as possible, so I'd have more room for everything else. So on this page here, I've got personal and YouTube. I've got the calendar. So then I'll put my YouTube videos that I decided to do on this side, and then any personal events on this side. Obviously, I started using this planner in August, so August is not very full. And then I coloured in every Monday so I could just see the weekly blocks. I highly recommend doing that. Then I've got my feature colour, you know, running through this spread. I've got a little August banner here. Really, really simple. I mean, the problem with my Erin Condren is that A, it was very expensive to keep because of the stickers. And then I had to make time every week to print and cut stickers. And I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but it is so time consuming, especially when it goes wrong. This is my second page of my monthly spread. I'm just gonna, how do I do this? Flip this around so you can see. So I've got habits here. These are daily habits. So I've got Instagram, moisturize, YouTube, reading, and Twitter. And then I colour in each day that I do one of these things. So like in the month of August, I managed to Instagram every single day. I moisturised and then had some blocks. Twitter, I only started here because that's when we made the Twitter. It's just a way of me keeping record of the things that I want to track on, things I want to do on an everyday basis. At the top here, I've got a little another monthly calendar and bills over the top to track when my bills are coming out. I list them here and then I tick them off here, which, you know, I don't mind you guys seeing my bills, it's fine, doesn't bother me. And then I wrote a little goals for August here. And then down the bottom, I've got another YouTube tracker, but this is just for our subscribers and our views. And I just like to see how they change over the month. Again, with the feature color running throughout. Really, really simple. Oh, and also I have like the little motif of the flowers from August running at the top here as well. But that did not carry on because I simply found I couldn't be bothered. This bullet journal is slowly evolving to become the most useful thing I have. I mean, it just fits me so well. And you'll find when you start your bullet journal and when you sort of get to grips with it, you're chucking stuff out because you're like, this doesn't work for me, this doesn't work for me. It's so personal. Because the pages are literally just blank with dots on them, you're free to sort of personalise them exactly how you want to, unlike some other pre-done calendars and diaries. So I started off with this bullet journal doing a weekly log, but I found that it was just getting repetitive. I was transferring it from my yearly to my monthly to my weekly, and it was just getting incredibly repetitive, and I wasn't filling it out as much as I should have done, but I did use it initially. And this is how I choose to do my dailies. Now, some people do a weekly spread where on 2 sides of the page they'll do the whole week on 2 pages. The thing I like about this is that I have as much room to do as I please. So if on Monday I've got tons to do, then I could do it for 3 or 4 pages if I needed it, and then it's functional for me. I can fit everything on it. I found that when I was in my Erin Condren, you only have 3 boxes a day. So I was thinking, okay, well, I can't fit this in the box because I've got this and this and this to do. So then I'm just not going to write it in, and that wasn't functional for me. I was forgetting to do things, and I don't know, it just didn't work. So now that I can have as much space as I need per day, it's ideal. So this is my first daily spread on a Monday. I use my big Tombow pen to do the Monday title. I do a colourful line freehand with the monthly colour. And that helps to separate the days so I can clearly see that's Monday and this is Tuesday. I wrote the number, like the date, in the pen, the felt pen, and then in the fine liner on the top as well. I just like that. That's more of a style thing. It's not, you know, it's not a functional thing. That's just because I liked it. And then if you zoom in here, you can see that we've got, you know, your tasks and when I've completed them. My shopping list, I discovered this very early on. I love doing shopping lists like this, drawing a little bit of paper, shading it just with that grey felt. It's so quick and easy to do. And then tick off when I've bought things. I just find that by doodling like this, it really draws your eye to the page. I mean, it does with me. Like, I straight away look at that and I know that's a shopping list and this is what I need to buy for the day. If I have my shopping list in with the rest of it, I forget it's there and I just don't see it. I wrote that I had a day off. I put a couple of little stickers here and there. I wrote that I was listening to the Disney piano collection because I really liked it, so I put that in music notes. And yeah, I've got just little stickers dotted. So functional, so simple, yet it's got enough going on there that I can really see what I'm doing. So Tuesday, you know, I had quite a lot to do on Tuesday. I piled it on, and then what I did was that I had more stuff to put in on Tuesday, so I just put Tuesday continued and carried on. Did a little bit of hand lettering here and there to make things interesting for me. I just like it to look busy and interesting as well, because it's kind of like it's like an art journal for me as well as a functional planner. Wednesday I carried on, did some more doodles, a couple of stickers. This was just purely lists. And what I tend to do as well is I have on my left side my personal stuff, and on the right side I have stuff for work, so for my day job. And it just continues like this throughout August. Then I decided to do little colourful boxes again. It's just to section off particular things. Like this is a social media checklist to make sure that I promote my videos on the different forms of social media. So that's why that's boxed off. I've got a little flag here saying focus, because I remember this day I was really like struggling to focus in work. So I did a little focus flag for that. Another little shopping list, but because I only had 2 items to buy, I did a little torn shopping list, which I loved even more than the other one, so I continue doing my shopping list like this. Things that you need to focus on, you can just like underline them or draw them in little boxes, and it really just draws your eye to the page and just makes it fun as well whilst you're writing things down. Again, so here I started experimenting with copying logos as well. The Death Note movie came out on Netflix, so I wrote Death Note in the style of the logo, and I drew a little apple. You know, I wrote that I needed to start my book in a little book. I just love doodling. This is my favourite part about having a bullet journal, is there's just the freedom to just doodle and write and not have to worry about it being perfect, you know. I also continued this font for the days throughout this month, I think. So here, you know, I drew a little keyboard because I was practicing my keyboard that day, and I wrote practice on the keys. And just, they're really simple. Like, I don't often add a lot of colour in. I just either colour in with the felt, with the colour of the month, or I actually take my pencils and colour it in. You know, it's never anything extreme. And some days are really simple, some days are literally just text, you know. And then I added in my August favourites because I was due to make a YouTube video with my sister talking about our favourites, so I just added that in rather than put it in the collection. And we got another weekly log, and that's basically how I carried on for a while. This is another logo I was experimenting with. I did the Game of Thrones one because it was the finale of season 7. It was a really nice day, so you know, I drew a little sun and did the how warm it was. Sparingly use stickers. I barely use stickers anymore because I just enjoy drawing it so much better, you know. So it's just to help and give you guys ideas for your spreads. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. You should do it however you feel like, and if it doesn't work for you, then the next week do something different. You know, just more text, more drawing. I did the Amazon logo here, and sometimes they don't work out and don't look very good, but that's fine. It's all about drawing and learning. Like this here, I drew this little heart and then I outlined it in grey and I didn't like it at all. Like, I hate this, I think it looks awful, but that's fine because, you know, you can just change it up. Once you get rid of that idea of perfection, it just makes everything so much more relaxed, and it helps, actually, I find helps you learn more as well. Here I was trying to design a logo for our YouTube channel, so my boyfriend's helping us design it actually at the moment. He's very good with graphic design, so he just asked me to write Coffee and Cream in a load of different fonts. And then we come to September, and I love this title page. I love the leaves. Again, I went on Pinterest and saw this artwork, and these mushrooms is a different artwork, and I just put them together and drew them myself. And then I have a quote down here as well for the month. Well, it's actually an excerpt from a poem, and it says, "And the sun took a step back, the leaves lulled themselves to sleep, and autumn was awakened." And that's by Raquel Franco, or Rachel. Is it Rachel or Raquel? I think it's Raquel. Anyway, so I really like this title page. And then the month colour theme of the month is purple, so I thought that was apt. So again, I kept everything from my previous monthly spread except for monthly goals, because I don't know, I just didn't keep that in. I moved my bills from here to here. I like them better in this space. And here I spelt personal wrong. I spelt it Peronsal. Lovely. As you can see, this monthly log is getting used much more because obviously I started this month at the beginning. And the YouTube tracker remains in the corner. Now here, I absolutely love this spread. Just as a whole, I think this spread is so pretty. So Friday was the first day of autumn. So I found this picture again that I copied off Pinterest, I think it was. This gorgeous little fox with some leaves going around him. I just thought it was so simple and so pretty. So I coloured him in and wrote autumn in a font that I now dislike. I had my first driving lesson on this week, so I got the business card from my original driving instructor here. And then on Saturday I had my first lesson, but it was quite busy, but it wasn't things that I needed to check off, so I thought instead I'd just draw what I was doing. So I drew some shopping bags because me and Dan went shopping together. I drew a little car, which I actually copied from the emoji, and then drew, you know, first driving lesson, because I thought that was quite a monumental event for me. And this one was just text, but yeah, that was just text. Here I did a little cleaning list, and I did an awful rosette, which again I resent. I really, really hate this, and I wish it wasn't there. But it was there, and it shows my progress, so it's fine. More shopping lists, which you'll see appear on like every day because I just love them. And here I drew this little cloud reminding me to have breakfast. Got a couple of little stickers, and I've got a little label here that says coat dispatched, which I again don't like because I use too much felt on this. Sometimes you can go too far with felt tips. Another little shopping list. This is just a card from Coffee&Creme that I cut up because it was reminding me that I had a free coffee that day through O2 codes. Then I started incorporating this. You may have noticed that I ditched the weekly log, but I did get a weekly expense tracker, and I'm holding myself accountable for everything that I spend this week, and I do that every week, so this has become so much more useful to me. Here was the day we hit 100 subscribers, which literally made our day, and this day I got KFC. How it changes throughout the day. So yeah, you can really see, I mean, how my style has changed and how it's continuing to evolve, and I just find it so useful, and I think that everybody should give it a go. And that's the overview. That's where I'm up to so far, because today is the 17th and I haven't ticked it off yet, I've just wrote it in. But yeah, that's basically an overview of how I use my bullet journal. I will do an update if you would like, and a plan with me, but for now I just thought I'd do a little overview. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in another one. Bye!